once you start looking into which musicians have stepped out of their comfort zone to write movie scores, you end up with a pretty impressive list. There's Johnny Greenwood of Radiohead. He's done a couple, including There Will Be Blood. Dave Grohl wrote for a 1997 movie called Touch. Billy Corgan has done 2 full scores. There was Ransom in 1996 and Stigmata in 1999. David Byrne of the Talking Heads. Pink Floyd did a bunch early in their career. There's been Matthew Wilder and Tom Waits. Prince, of course. Isaac Hayes, Karen O of the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, Peter Gabriel, Air, even Joe Strummer of The Clash. He did a film called Walker in 1987, and there was another soundtrack for a film called When Pigs Fly, but that never got released. I'd expect more people to jump into this pool. As CD sales dry up, you gotta find some way to make a living, right? In a moment, our weekly look back at a specific year, and this time it'll be 1997.
More of the secret history of rock coming up. Back to the secret history of rock with Alan Cross.
Every week we regress to a certain year just to see if we can remember what happened then. And this time it's 1997. Let's see. Bill Clinton was inaugurated again. The Monica Lewinsky thing was still ahead of him, and that was fun. It finally became legal to get a divorce in Ireland for the first time. Remember the Heaven's Gate mass suicide? All those people in their purple roads and white Nikes who poisoned themselves in San Diego so they could hitch a ride on some kind of unseen alien spacecraft? IBM's Deep Blue computer beat chess champ Garry Kasparov, and that was the first time a machine had ever beaten a grandmaster. And that June, a publishing company took a chance on a manuscript banged out on a manual typewriter by a single woman on welfare. The name of this manuscript was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And I guess J.K. Rowling has done okay since then. 1997 is when David Bowie turned 50. There was a big party for him at Madison Square Garden, and guest performers included the Foo Fighters and Billy Corgan from the Pumpkins, Robert Smith of The Cure, Lou Reed, and Sonic Youth. The Spice Girls were everywhere. Perhaps the less said about them, the better. Elton John donated Candle in the Wind to the mourning that followed the death of Princess Diana, and it has since sold more copies than any other single than Bing Crosby's version of White Christmas, which was recorded back in the 40s. Bands that came together in 1997 include Coldplay, Elbow, The Shins, Queens of the Stone Age, and bands that broke up in 1997 included the Cocteau Twins, Throwing Muses, White Zombie, The Sundays, and Porno for Pyros. Some would get back together, some would not. Our Lady Peace released their second album on January 23rd, 1997. They called it Clumsy, and 5 of the 11 tracks were released as singles. This was the second.